and I just felt like everything that I'd worked for was being stripped away. And it seemed like there were all these other people in the world who were doing terrible things and seemed to be enjoying life. And it was just too much for me to handle. And so I wrote this bitter song to God called Lament, about how much I felt like he was cruel, I felt that he was mean, and I thought that it'd be better that if he didn't exist at all. And for a while, I just wanted to walk away from my faith because it didn't make sense to me that God would ask us to put our hope in him and trust in him and then abandon us and leave us to the side to fend for ourselves. It just didn't make sense to me, and it felt so mean. And so when we were in the studio recording this song, about halfway through, I just felt this hope surge up inside of me, and I was like, can I please, I told the producer that I just needed a few minutes to rewrite the ending, and so I did. I rewrote the ending, and so what happened was, the original line was, so the wicked and wayward continue to thrive, and the martyrs continue giving their lives. And so I changed it to, at the end it goes, please conquer these demons and the darkness inside, shine your light on this cold heart of mine, maybe my faith will survive. And it's been so amazing for us as a band to see where we've been and how far we've come. Because we almost, like I said before, we almost didn't release this album, Humanity, and we almost quit this whole music thing. And then all of a sudden it seemed like God breathed this new life into us, and he brought us a new drummer, and he brought us some hope to keep carrying on. And so we did release Humanity, and the most amazing thing is that this album was born through a lot of pain, a lot of sorrow. And the coolest thing is that we have seen it bring healing into so many people's lives. It's such a weird and ironic thing, but it seems like God has taken some of the most painful and loneliest times of my life, where I felt like nobody understood, to breathe hope and life into people's lives who are really struggling out there. And I've met some really brave and amazing people who are clinging onto hope in the midst of some very, very painful things. And I remember there was this one show that we did in California where there was a girl who came up to me, and she told me that her friend had recently died of cancer, and she told me that up until the day that he died, that he had been listening to our album over and over again, and she told me that it brought her friend so much comfort and peace before he passed away. And so I thought to myself that if God can use something that painful in my life to bring somebody hope who is about to die, and bring them some comfort in their last days on this earth, then maybe he really is in control, and maybe he really is good. And there are so many stories that I could tell you time after time of people coming up to me and telling me just how much the music has inspired them to keep pressing forward, to keep moving on, and to keep having faith in the midst of circumstances that seem to indicate otherwise, that seem to indicate that God is not good, that seem to indicate that he's absent and that he doesn't care. And then tonight we're here for a lot of these kids, boys and girls, who are being trafficked. And I imagine that they are crying out to God too and thinking, you must be out there. Are you good? Do you care about me? Do you hear my cries? And I really believe that he does, and I think that there are things that we won't understand until we reach the other side. I really think that there might be some things that will never be resolved in this lifetime, but I think that the point is not that we try to figure those things out. I think the point is that we never accept defeat, that you always have faith and always have hope that God is good and that he's faithful, and that somehow through all of it, that there is a purpose, and that he loves you very much. And so that's what this song is about, and I hope that you're encouraged. And for those of you out there who are discouraged tonight, who might be, I know some of you guys have midterms coming up, but just anybody out there who's feeling discouraged tonight, I don't know what it is that's on your heart, what brought you here, why you're here. I hope this song is encouraging to you, and reminds you that there's a mighty God who watches over you, and he holds you inside of his very big hands. So, here you go. they say you are kind, but the jealous part seems to win all the time. If you're so mighty, why do you break the weak and the weary and steal what they make? They say you're forgiving, that you will not forsake, but you punched me out when I made a mistake. I was trying to find beauty in the mess that you made, but you just stayed angry and never forgave. Yes, I know you are great, but is a bad God better than none? How much more will it take to undo the damage that you have done? 'Cause the wicked and wayward continue to thrive, and the martyrs continue giving their lives. All the faithful never